That's a wrap for Sunday's action at Liberty Hockey 1. Perth Thundersticks hosting the Brisbane Blaze. Liam Ellison and Kin Smith. Kin, welcome. First up, it was the women's match.
Yeah, what a game between these two sides, and the best defensive record in the Brisbane Blaze against the unstoppable scoring power of the Perth Thundersticks. And it all started brilliantly for the visitors with this Dale Dalkins hat-trick throughout the game. But then it was all about the Brisbane pressure as well. But then Perth started to get on a roll.
They sure did, and Courtney Chanel was fantastic with 2 big assists to Lexi Pickering.
Lexi Pickering has had such a brilliant year in respect of her goal scoring, right up there. And what a moment for Maddie Fitzpatrick scoring off the penalty corner.
It sure was. Honouring her late nanas. That was a terrific save from Lizzie Dogood, and we saw Alicia Power in the first half as well in goals for Perth.
Yeah, Courtney Chanel as well. She was successful in the earlier part of the shootout, but at 6-all, that was the clincher for the home side.
And then over to the men's, where the Brisbane Blaze, it was a must-win as they're sitting in, or they were sitting in 7th position, I should say.
That's exactly right, and the opportunity now next week to go to Adelaide and potentially play for their spot in the top 4. But it was back and forth in a real arm wrestle. It was almost like 2 gunfighters standing at 10 paces, waiting for the first one to pull the trigger. That was Jacob Anderson sliding in on the right-hand side after a great setup from Scott Boyd.
Another great analogy from you, Kim, but you're right, it really was a complete polar opposite in a way. The chaotic, frenetic, high-energy game first up in the afternoon in the women, but then the fall-away press from both sides. It was more calculated from these two.
Yeah, and characterised by selfless team play. Look at what it meant to Scott Boyd, Jane Atkinson and Jacob Anderson before. That was the one that almost put it to bed.
This is the ladder at the end of 6 rounds in the women's division. The Perth Thundersticks still sit atop, but their perfect record has a minor blemish now.
Yeah, I don't think that'll worry them too much. Going into the week off, they'll get to review the tape, rest up, and really make sure that they come into Hobart with a great record and really wanting to go one further than what they have in the competition previously, making the semi-finals, and hopefully finish off what's been a great year for them.
And the men's ladder, this is such a wide open division here. The Chills still sitting atop, and the Thundersticks in second. Brisbane, though, they are climbing.
Yeah, this is where all the action is going to happen between that 3rd, 4th and 5th place. HC Melbourne host the Tassie Tigers next Friday in Melbourne, and the Brisbane Blaze will be tuned into that. Should Melbourne get the job done over their visitors, then it opens the door for Brisbane to go to Adelaide, potentially get the win, and then take that 4th spot.
They will have to wait for results. Round 7 is going to be fantastic. We'll see you then, kicking off on Friday night in Melbourne for more Liberty Hockey 1.